evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Double RPG here, and welcome back to Double RPG Livestream, where we're going to be going into Mega Man X2 through the Mega Man X Legacy Collection on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the PC through Steam. So, if you remember from the last time when we were playing, we actually went through the first Mega Man X, and we beat it in its entirety, and tonight, we're going to go through the entirety of Mega Man X2, and we're going to get everything at 100%, including the hidden ability, the Dragon Punch, or Ken and Ryu Shoryuken from the Street Fighter franchise. So, anyway, let's not waste any time and let's get started. And let's change some of that stuff before we actually get on with this game. So, it's still on the no filter, but let's see what that wallpaper. Oh! So that's what the wallpaper was that I actually unlocked for beating the original Mega Man X. Now, that is awesome. But we're not going to do that, as we're just going to turn it off, and we'll just get started from here. So, yes, Mega Man X2. Let's get into it. It has been 6 months since the destruction of Sigma, and little has changed. The Maverick revolt started by Sigma is over, but Mega Man X and the new generation of Maverick Hunters have yet to destroy all of Sigma's followers. Led by information gained by Dr. Kane, Mega Man X and the rest of the Hunters have tracked the last of the Mavericks to an abandoned Reploid factory. There they hope to wipe out the last of their resistance. But little did they know, little do they suspect that real war is about to begin. No kidding. Mega Man X2 versus X Hunters. Why did they need to add that as a subtitle? I mean, they just call it Mega Man X, so you really don't need to add a subtitle or anything. But, I digress. So, yes, here we are getting started with Mega Man X2, and here we get a little glimpse of the C/4 chip. There was a Super Effects chip of some type that this game used for trigonometric or geometry or that kind of stuff with the chip in tow. So, anyway, I could be talking about it more if I wanted to, but let's get started. Here comes the infamous scene where X rides into battle, and there's that lone renegade Reploid Hunter trying to go in, and he gets killed! When I played that at first, I honestly thought that was Zero who actually got destroyed there, but nope, it's just some random Reploid that you really don't even care about. So yes, Mega Man X2, the first sequel to the Mega Man X series. Now, I will be the first to admit that this was actually the first Mega Man X game that I ever played, but I never did beat this game until much, much later. I would say the first Mega Man X game I beaten was actually Mega Man X3, and that was like nearly 20 years ago. And, ouch. And for some odd reason, you know, I just didn't, well, it's not a matter that I didn't have the courage to beat this game, but it's just more of a matter of, this game really didn't hold my appeal that much as the other games did. And still, this game doesn't really hold my appeal as most of the other games in the series. Because this game, I feel, while it's good on its own, but I do feel that for it being mostly a carbon copy of the original game, it really hasn't even aged well in my eyes. If anything, I would say that this game is probably the weakest in the 16-bit trilogy, or in the SNES trilogy. But I will say, there are some things that they actually got right with this game, like the music, for instance. The music is just flippin' awesome! Oh, geez. I better get on to fighting, because I'm not doing so hot with my movements right now. There we go. Now, gotcha. Alright, so we defeated that. I would say it's a Reploid, but more so it's more Mechanoid-ish. But anyways, we defeated it. And they're the real perpetrators. This is their leader. His name is Mega Man X. Sergei's, Violin. Those who underestimated him are now nothing but scrap. And Agile, we won't make the same mistake. You're sure he is powerful, but he is blind to what is happening around him. Our Mavericks will keep him busy until we are ready. Yes, how is the plan proceeding? Collection is proceeding as scheduled. However, we are having problems with the control chip. Because you don't have the control chip. Whatever that is. We have little time. We must finish construction on schedule. We must hurry. Oh, whatever you guys are working on, I'm gonna put it in the scrapyard. But anyways, it's time for us to take a look at our, boss selection screen, or stage selection screen, so you can pretty much see that everybody is brand new. All the Mavericks are brand new. And some of them, they actually bear some really good design. But I don't know. It's just, I really find these Mavericks to be underwhelming when compared to this game and Mega Man X3, because I really thought that the Mavericks in both Mega Man X1 and X3 actually held a lot more appeal. But it's just this game, I don't know. But anyways, so we get our first boss, Wire Sponge. He says his name's Wire Sponge, but there's nothing really too spongy about him. So, I hope everybody's day was a really good one. It was fine for me, but nothing that really stood out to me to say, hey, this was an incredible day or whatnot. But I will say, from what I played, or from what I experienced today, it was alright. I wouldn't say production-wise, but just more rather, just work-wise. I really... Ouch. I'm getting my arse kicked. But anyway, if I come up here, not only is there an extra life, but there's also something else of great importance, too. And I'll show you what that is. Come over here. If I can get to there. Yes! Energy tank, or sub-tank. So we got ourselves a piece of extra energy and a sub-tank to boot. And one thing that you should know is that when you go through stages like this, you may come across doors that look like this. Now, we won't be able to get access to that door quite yet, because there is something special that we have to do when we, after we defeat 2 of the Mavericks in the game. And we don't have the necessary procurement of what we need in order to actually get access to those doors. And you shall see, eventually. But I will say, today, I really regret not going back to playing some more Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age, because honestly, I was in the mood to get some production done on that, but I don't know, I just felt way too tired today. It's like, after you get done through a really hard day of work, it's just all that physical labor you do, it really takes a toll on your energy, and it's just, I wasn't really feeling that up to snuff with trying to get more done of, ouch, with trying to get more done of that, if you know what I'm talking about. So, I do intend to get back on track with that eventually, and I'm currently in the process of grinding my characters to level 50 at least, and I already got one of them to level 50, which is Vaughn, and now I'm working on Balthier, of all people. Well, not Balthier, but Bosch first, and then I will go to either Balthier or Ash, and then I will get Fran, and then I will get Pinello. So I'm currently, working on them for the time being to try and get them up to their respective spots of level 50 before I take on the next story-based objective. And of course, I want to try to get the Esper Zalera while I'm at it, and try to see what all other things I could do. What hunts I could do for Mont Blanc and Clan Centurio. Which I did finally experience that. I finally did experience what Clan Centurio is all about. And it's just basically another, establishment where you can actually find some really difficult hunts that you won't be able to find within the main premise of... Cuck. So, I guess I really haven't talked that much about... I haven't really talked that much about Wire Sponge. Ouch. And he's really kicking my ass. Oh, god damn it. Yeah. Some of these bosses can be a little bit more tricky-dicky. If anything, I would say probably the first boss you want to take down is probably going to be Wheel Gator of all people. But I digress. Wheel Gator is who we'll go after next after Wire Sponge. Y'all cowards. Which I know you are, Wire Sponge. Ah, God. You're not that hard. Even though some of your other Maverick generals or your Maverick brethren are harder than you are. So as you can see, Wire Sponge kind of has surrounded himself in this aura of electricity. But he was child's play, so we finally got him. So that's one Maverick down, even though I did lose a life in the process. I will say that this game is a little bit more difficult than Mega Man X1, if that makes any sense. But it's still, it's still the very same solid gameplay that you come to expect in a Mega Man X game, so it's still all good. So we got the Strike Chain. And with the Strike Chain obtained, we can now go to our next stage. Now, as you would have guessed, we did not experience any Dr. Light Capsule yet, so we will experience that in the next stage, which is Wheel Gator stage. Ah! I will say that Wheel Gator is definitely one of the more interesting Mavericks that you will come across in this game. Just design-wise and that kind of stuff. But you're gonna ride a big dinosaur tank just to get to where he is. Oh, there's that extra life I needed. Thanks, game. You're quite a pal. Now, this stage, getting the heart container is actually a bit tricky because we don't have the necessary Maverick weapon that we need to use in order to get it. Anyway. Oh. Man, trying to get up there is a really big pain. I think it's one... You definitely are going to need the acceleration upgrade to where you can dash in the air, and then you can actually jump off that ledge to get get where the Dr. Light Capsule is, and... Don't feel down if you can't get this on your first try, because I couldn't get it on my first try either. When I kept trying and trying, but you will get there eventually if you just, muster enough patience and try to get to where you need to be. But if you can't get it, you can just wait till you get the leg upgrade. Which I think the leg upgrade, if I recall, is an overdrive ostrich stage? Possibly? Ah, damn it. Honestly, I probably should have gone to overdrive ostrich, if anything. Damn it! It's not that difficult. Oh, man, I almost got that. How did I miss? Oh, got it. Good. Okay, so we finally got it. We cheated our way up here. Mega Man X, enter the capsule. Hello there, Fighter Cows. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad to see that today that you're having a really good day because today's your birthday. So happy birthday, Fighter Cows. And you're drawing a birthday present for yourself? Hey, that's cool. And I also saw on social media that you actually beat Streets of Rage today. You did a mystery birthday stream where you actually finally beat it today, and then I saw it on my inbox that you went live, and it's like, oh man, I should have, been able to watch you beat that game, but I was still at work at the time, so I wouldn't have been able to watch it. But hey, good job, man, and definitely happy birthday. This enables you to shoot a double shot, or to charge any weapon. So yes, we get the arm cannon upgrade here, and using the arm cannon, we will actually be able to shoot twice. And you're welcome too there, Jerry. It's still strange enough that, well, still funny enough that you and my grandmother actually have the same birthday, or have birthday on the same day, so I'm sure my grandma would be proud to know that your birthday is the same day as hers. And my day is also memorable because, well, my birthday is also memorable because, well, there are three people who have the same birthday as I do. One of them is Steve Carell, the actor. The other is James Cameron, the filmmaker, which doesn't really, satisfy me at all. And the other is, what was her name? Kate Higgins, who was previously the voice of Tails in the Sonic games before passing off that role to Colleen Saganassi, or whatever her name is. Or Saganessi. We got new ride armor. These have spikes on them. I guess they're supposed to show more flashiness in the designs of the robot or ride armors. Anyway, we're done with that. Now, this right there, you cannot get access to that heart tank because we do not have Flamestag's weapon, which is what we'll need in order to get that heart tank in this stage. Yeah, going through the stage, it is kind of unnerving, just trying to face these adversities that get in your way, like the whole platforming and whatever it is that continues to screw you up. Oh yeah, I already filled up that. Yes, I already filled up one of the sub-tanks. Holy crap. Looks like getting one sub-tank filled was pretty awesome, and I probably should have rode that, so that I'm gonna go back and get that. I'm gonna go get that extra life, and then I'm gonna make my way down. Because I want that extra life right now. Okay, got it. You jumped. I'm gonna call you Shield Joe since we had Wrecking Ball Joes in the previous game. And it's nighttime outside because I wasted so much time going through this stage trying to get all the goodies. Y'all cowards. Yeah, we should be getting close to where Wheel Gator is. Quit following me, stupid avian pests. And if we go down here, yep, this is where Wheel Gator's going to be. And of course that Reploid doesn't even get, or of course that boss doesn't even get, or not boss, but of course that, God, of course that robot's not going to give us any health energy. Yeah, and the game definitely looks good when it's in 60 frames a second, Kaus, and you're absolutely right about that. Makes the game look pretty. Okay, and you would have guessed that his weakness for Wheel Gator is actually the strike chain. Go back in your blood water. Yes, that's what we see in the water right. That's what we see in this in the main control or control area, or the cockpit, or the whatnot. It's the it's a bunch of blood, just a bloody mess. If anything, this game is a bloody mess because of just seeing that. If anything. I don't think one of the bosses that we're going to be going up against is weak against the wheel blades, or whatever they're called. Okay, one more shot, and then this Gator is about to get skinned. We're gonna have ourselves some roasted Gator. Roasted Reploid Gator. No! We have to hit it one more time! Damn it! Would have been nice to have some roasted Reploid Gator, which we do right now. Oh man, that was a red herring right there. But yeah, we finally got Wheel Gator, and he's standing there defeated up in the air. So I actually like that pose. Anyway, 2 Mavericks down, 6 to go. And you can see that Mega Man's sprite portrait actually changes whenever he gets the new armor upgrade. So we got the spin wheel now. So yeah, the spin wheel is his weapon, the Wheel Gator's weapon. So yes, we get reintroduced to these guys again, who are silhouetted in shadow. I see now why Sigma fell at the hands of Mega Man X. He is quite formidable. I am not sure our Mavericks can hold him long enough. We may have to intervene. And unfortunately, these guys are going to intervene. Dr. Kane, what happened? A group of Mavericks calling themselves the X-Hunters have just contacted us. Greetings. We have all of Zero's parts. What? Zero's parts were recovered after the last battle? No way! His body was destroyed, but the only thing X took with him was his control chip. They can be yours, if you can defeat us. We look forward to meeting you, X. X, Zero's control chip is still stored here. I doubt it is possible to resurrect him without it. Dr. Kane, I've got to get Zero's parts back at any cost. Or at all costs. Any cost. So yes, we are introduced to the likes of Sergeus, Violin, and Agile. But we actually get to see what they actually look like when we go into the stages. Okay, so one of them is in the volcanic zone. The other is in Overdrive Ostrich stage. And the other is in the robot junkyard. And it doesn't really matter who you go after first, but if you can defeat them, by all means, take them down. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to take the one down in Desert Base if I can. I know it may be cutting hairs, but because I don't have the weapon of choice to where this Maverick boss is weak against, but yeah, we'll just go at it from here. So yeah, as I said, we will be getting all the body part. I mean, we will be getting everything at 100%, and I'm not going to be going through the game with fighting 0 at the last X Hunter stage or whatnot, because that process is just tedious as all hell. And we actually come across that first X Hunter boss through these doors. Or through this door, rather. So yes, this is our first boss. This is Violin X. I shall crush you like a tin can. You say that, but can you say that with confidence? Because from what I'm experiencing, you are easy. And I say that with sheer confidence as I'm getting my ass kicked. Okay, one more hit. Got him! Alright. It cannot be! Why is the I not capitalized? Oh man! Now the unification is in jeopardy because the I is not capitalized in the phrase, it cannot be! Oh man! Someone must get fired from their QA job because of this, or their translation job. I will not rest assured until that I is capitalized in that sentence I just said. Oh man, that was satisfying. Anyway, we got Zero's parts number 2. And if you want to know what those parts are, well, let's take a look. It's his torso. So it's his torso and arms is what we got. But unfortunately, we had to sacrifice a sub-tank during that fight. But Violin is a pretty strong boss because of his whole structure to act like a war machine. If anything, he's probably stronger than Vile is. Here's one of the cool things about this stage is that we can actually ride this thingamajiggy. Okay, I'm going to leave that as is because, well, we're not going to worry about it right at this time, as we're going to go through this little compartment here. But we don't have the necessary Maverick weapon and what we need to actually get access to the goodies that are right over here. So we're just going to avoid that, and we're going to take that thing back, what we were just riding, and we're going to go through the stage proper, hopefully. But I don't think... Yeah, I can't get over there, so I'm just going to commit suicide in the process. But I did get the... body part, so I'm content with that. So, let's ride like the wind on these hover bikes. Oh, it's not what I wanted to do, but anyway, that's the whole gist of trying to go through the bike, is trying to destroy that that... What machine is it again? That sandstorm machine. But anyway, the reason why you want to keep riding that bike all the way through this part, because, well, not for that up there, although it would be nice to get up there to get an extra life, the one I lost, but if you did this, or if you dashed all the way up here... If you dashed all the way up here, not only would you get some goodies, but you would get a heart tank, too. So, we will be coming back to this stage to try and obtain that, energy, expansion or whatnot. Mega Man X, enter the capsule. Yep, this is the enhancement for the main drive unit, for his legs, basically. With it, you will be able to dash while in midair. Okay. Use it wisely, Mega Man X. Yeah, so you can dash in midair in this game, too. So this is the ability that you would have to use in Wheel Gator stage if you needed to get the arm upgrade from Dr. Light. See? See how you can dash while you're in the air like that? It's a pretty useful ability, too. We got ourselves a rocket that we have to destroy before we fight off against the boss. And the boss in this stage is Overdrive Ostrich. I do rapid shots on the rocket to destroy it, and we got ourselves a fight in the desert! Mad Max style. Or Fist of the North Star style. So yes, this is Overdrive Ostrich. One of the more interesting bosses in this game. Ooh. So yeah, you're gonna have to be very careful when you're going up against this boss, because it can be a bit of a pain with how he fights you. Such as doing that. But continue to use that arm upgrade against the boss at all times, because using that double shot technique is very, very useful. Ouch. Okay, one more shot. Got him! And I didn't take any damage from that last blow, so sweet! Okay, so Overdrive Ostrich is defeated, and this is pretty much the weapon we want to use against Sergase. When we go up against Sergase, and Sergase, he's definitely no easy feat either. Oh, thank you. So yeah, you can see that X's portrait is different because we now have the leg upgrade. And we got the Sonic Slicer. I think Sonic the Hedgehog wants his name back, or the copyrights to his name back. If anything. Okay, so we got Violin taken down, and now we need to go take care of our next one, and that's going to be... It would be in Magnus Centipede stage, but the weapon that we have on hand, I don't think he is... Wait a minute. Is Magnus Centipede actually weak to Sonic Slicer? Or is that Krystal Snail? Who is weak against Sonic Slicer? I know it's not Morph Moth, because Morph Moth, well, he is weak against the flame weapon. And I think his weapon is the one that's weak against Magnus Centipede. And Magnus Centipede... No. You want to know who's weak against Sonic Slicer? That would be Wire Sponge. I totally forgot about that. Anyway, let's go to the Deep Sea base. We'll take care of Agile first. Besides, we actually have the Wheel Gator ability, the spin wheel, that we can actually use on Bubble Crab. Alright, so Bubble Crab is our next boss. And this music from Mega Man X2 you hear in Bubble Crab stage, it actually makes it makes its return in Mega Man X5 as a arranged version of the same song. But in true 16-bit glory. And we should have, yeah, we should have Wheel Gator's ability to where we can actually get that extra life. And now we have 5 extra lives on us. And we're gonna be going up against this fish that we're gonna be taking down, and it's quite a formidable foe, if I do say so myself. But in order to fight off against it, we're gonna need to even the odds a little bit. And by evening the odds, we're gonna be using the Sonic Slicer, because that's a pretty effective weapon to use against this guy, because it will actually destroy the parts on the fish, like a boss. Oh. But, of course, he's gonna try and escape, too. But, by escaping, he just goes down here where we're gonna go. And honestly, I probably should be getting the health extensions. Get down here. Creepy fish. Creepy fish, do not make me write any creepy pastas about you. Which I don't think is possible. But I did get you, so... Awesome. And I better not waste any more of that, because I'm gonna need to use that. No, well, wait a minute. He's not in this stage. What the hell am I thinking? Do I dare go that way? Because I don't think Agile's down here. Or does that actually lead... Oh! Crapola. Hello there, Negative Zen. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are, having a really good day today. So yes, we're playing a little bit of Mega Man X2 right now. And, damn it, I can't believe that happened. Okay, got that one. Okay, got that one. Almost got him. So, if I destroy the mouth, would that destroy him? No, it doesn't destroy the mouth, but I am getting my butt handed to me by a bunch of lasers. Bunch of lasers. And I forgot, since I am fighting against Agile... Oh, shnikes. Okay, got it. Okay, now we could try to go see what that one part was about before we, do anything else. What is in here? Oh, okay, so nothing at all, really. Just, it led us to nothing! Now, I think you can get one of the sub-tanks in this level, but you will need to come back as Bubble Crab and use his charge ability, because that will actually lead you to the top to where you can actually get the sub-tank. Of course. Oh, please do not do that again. Ooh. Just get me out of this place. And if memory serves me correctly, then I think the boss is just located not too far from here. Is it up here? I think so, because if I went the other way... Yes. Yep, there's Agile right there. Funky way how you're introduced to an X-Hunter boss like that, just going through that narrow path. But anyway, welcome X, your destruction is at hand. So this is Agile. Thing about Agile is... he's fast. So I would say your best bet when fighting against him is just make sure that you're, you know, high up so that way he can, use his Dragon Slicer, if that's what we're going to call it. Or his Air Slicer. God! But this boss is really easy. He's probably the easiest of all the X-Hunter bosses, if I do say so myself, or the X-Hunter generals. But anyway, we got him. I may have failed, but you will never live to see Zero. Oh, I don't know about that. I think we'll get Zero back just fine. So we got Zero part number 3. So what does Zero part number 3 equate to? Why, it's his legs! As well as his bottom limbs, which actually does expose where his crotch is. Okay, so we're done with that, and there's the door that will lead us to the boss, and still, we did not even get the sub-tank, or the heart tank in this game, or in this stage. And a lot of the heart tanks in this game, they're actually really hard to come by, as you have to get at a good spot to where you can actually get them. Or, well, I wouldn't necessarily say that, but rather you have to have the appropriate... you have to have the appropriate weapon on you in order to get access to in order to get access to the weapon. Got you. All right. But anyway, Bubble Crab has been actually defeated. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're not doing well, Negative Zen. Hopefully, everything will get switched around for you to where everything does turn out to be okay for you, but who knows? Anyways, we got our next weapon, the Bubble Splash. Now, Bubble Splash is the weapon that you would want to use against Violin, because that is the weapon he's weak against. Alright, so let's go to our next stage. Where are you gonna be? Oh, Krystal Snail stage, huh? I don't think I've defeated Krystal Snail without a Maverick weapon. But you know what? We don't even have to, you know, immediately head there right away in case if we have the proper weapon on hand to actually get what we need. And you know, now that I think about it, the Maverick weapon, I mean the Heart Tank, we can actually get from the Deep Sea base too, as well as trying to get the Heart Tank from the Desert base. Let's see if we can try to knock one out. And then we'll see if we can try to lure Sergase into a different place. One that I know I can reach him at. Meanwhile, we have to deal more of these spy bats. That constantly loves to give us a bunch of trouble. Anyway, grab this extra life here while we're at it. Now you're gonna see the sheer bliss that is, you know, Bubble Crab's special weapon when we get around to, you know, experiencing what it does. Okay, there is something up here, but that just leads to this. But can we... Well, we can't even use... Oh, there is something over there. Oh, holy crap. You know what? Just screw that guy, because we're actually going to see if we can actually get what we need. Yeah, if we do this, that will actually, you know, bring us up to something or someplace like this to where we can actually get the Heart Tank from. So when we charge up Bubble Crab's weapon, we actually get some extra buoyancy with his ability. But the only downside is that the weapon energy will deplete, so you got to use it very sparingly. But if you can manage to get some more out of that, then by all means, do so. And anyway, we got ourselves the sub-tank now. And since we're done with that, let's exit out of here and go to another stage. Who is he, Caesar Zeppeli? I don't know who you mean, Negative Zen, but, or, Fighter Cows. Oh, whoops. Okay, Morph Moth. You know, if we wanted to, we could try to take down Morph Moth too, but I'm not going to risk it. So we're gonna go to the desert base and try to actually get that, you know, try and actually get that Heart Tank that I missed out on. And when you go down ladders, they're actually much faster now with the leg upgrade. And you notice when I played the game at first that the acceleration boost, or the acceleration upgrade with his legs was already intact to where you can actually do the dashes. Oh, bollocks! Didn't want that to happen. Is there any way I could possibly go back and actually get it? But at least... Ugh, man. Oh, good. We can. Oh, damn it. We're getting somewhere, but at least we're given the opportunity to get an extra bike in the process. Man. Talk about... what's that one phrase that Happy Gilmore says? You know, when he takes that woman on a date and he says that he would not even, he would promise to leave her alone if she actually hit a hockey puck through the goal. He's like, holy shit, talk about your 5 irons or whatever it's called, or whatever, stupid one-liner he said. Oh, God. Look at that. Give me that. Okay, before anything, I'm gonna exit the stage because I actually got me the heart tank now. Oh, man. That was a red herring. Okay, so we got that. But where is he gonna... Okay, so he's now in the volcanic zone, and we can go there since we do have Bubble Crab's weapon to take down Flame Stag. But I'm kind of curious if we're going to be able to actually find out where the X-Hunter General's room is, because I think this is one of these stages where I don't know where it's actually located. But we'll find it. And here we got the blue Beetle, who's going to give us some trouble. Oh, okay, so now I think I remember how we get the sub-tank in this stage. But we gotta lure the blue Beetle back down here if we can. If we can. If we can't, then I think I might have just screwed this up. And I probably screwed it up. Yeah, because to get the heart tank, you have to ride the blue Beetle all the way up there. And I think in order to get the Dr. Light Capsule in this stage, which I think is... No, it's not the leg upgrader. I mean, I don't think there's an upgrade in this stage. I think the only ones that have the up... Okay, I'm not going to bother trying to get that extra life. So I could just, burn in a fire for all eternity, and I better get my ass moving, because that fire's coming up. Oh, wait a minute. There it is! You know what I was actually thinking of? I was actually thinking of the sub-tank. And hello there, 16-Bit Jeff, and welcome to the stream. And yes, we're on with Mega Man X 2. I told you I would follow up with the next Mega Man X game after the original. Let's see if I can get... Mr. Blue Beetle to come back down here so I can ride this up, because if I ride this up, like I said, I could actually get over here and get this. Yeah! Yeah! Lovely. You know what? I probably should try to get that extra life just to make up for my wrongdoings. I notice my dogs are acting a bit unkindly right now. Oh, Jesus. Never mind. Let's just continue the stage proper. And I better haul butt if I'm going to get that heart tank. Even if I had to waste a life to get it. But, I'm going to get it. Oh, come on! Damn magma! I'm going to get it! But at least I got the sub-tank, so I'm content. Anyway, get out of here, Mr. Blue Beetle. I'm sure there are DC fans that like you, but, when you were in Batman Brave and the Bold, you had a lot of camp appeal to you. Or that show did, rather. Anyway, let's haul butt and try to get back up there if we can. Oh, come on, come on. Get up there, get up there. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Got it. Now get out of there. Get. Okay, so, yeah, we finally got away from there. Now it's time to see where Sergase is. He's somewhere. I think we have to ride Blue Beetle this way. Because I think, that would actually give us an extra life if we wanted to. And I think I just botched that chance to actually get to where Sergase is, because I think he's up here somewhere. Oh, God. What a great way to play through this stage. We are making some excellent progress. So that would have given us the extra life in that spot. Okay. Yep. I get up there by chance. No, I cannot. So, there's another one of those scenarios where I'm gonna have to do the inevitable. I don't want to, but, I don't have a choice. And I'm already wasting lives. I want to try not to waste lives in this game. But, coming from me, probably not gonna happen. But anyways, we don't need to get that heart tank or the sub-tank ever again since we already have them in our possession. And I should be able to take on Sergase as is. As long as Mr. Blue Beetle here lets me ride him, so that way I can have him destroy this. And then I can go up here. Yes, there it is. So it was pretty much a matter of just trying to figure out how to actually get up here. Okay. So, the last one, who oddly enough looks like Dr. Wily, if anything. I am Sergase, and I cannot allow you to stop the unification. It is for the good of all. You say it's the good... So, I guess the matter to actually hurt him is you're gonna have to do some ricochets with your weapon of that weapon of choice, so that way you can actually get any cinch of damage from him and not attack him straight on. Yeah, just rightfully so. I'm pretty much gonna have to sacrifice another... I'm pretty much gonna have to sacrifice another heart tank, if anything. God dang! What's up with these mines, man? That's like, you know, the bad joke of the mine seagulls from Finding Nemo. It's just saying... It's like, what did the mine seagulls say when, whenever they touch a landmine? That's when they say, mine? Oh god, I'm not gonna be able to beat this. Okay, so, we pretty much had to sacrifice the last sub-tank, if anything. What? You did... Oh god, you all cowards. Come on, get him! Quit hiding in... Quit hiding in that contraption! Are you kidding? Gotcha! Oh my god! That was splitting hairs there! You have merely delayed the inevitable. Yet there is a comma between delayed and the. Seriously, who worked on this game's paraphrasing or its English translation? Because seriously, that comma should not go between delayed and the. That's strike 2 for the translation team or the localization team or the QA testers. I'm not saying that, X is. Anyway, we got 0 part number 1. With 0 part number 1, we actually got the head. So, Sergei's had the head on him, huh? I guess you could say that Sergei's was definitely giving us head, if anything. Oh, I know. Bad pun. But I couldn't help myself. There's what equates to be like the flying squirrel robot. See if I can try to get some more health energy back. If I can't, oh my god, that was splitting hairs right there again. I can't afford to lose any more lives. We're getting close to where that hot stag is. Oh god, cucks. Now, how are you supposed to get past... Okay, so you could easily get past that, but still, no heart tank over here. And there's no weapon energy, so are we gonna have to take this incognito without... I guess we are, so the bubble splash is what we're going to use, since we're gonna need to take down a flame stag with it. He will emit blue flames when his health is half down. But I don't see the... Oh, there it is! Oh, god dang it, RNG! Why? Game? Why must you be so hideous? Or why must you be much harder than the first game? Seriously, you're not that hard, from what I played. Hit that frickin' weapon attack! Okay. It's like I'm in deep concentration right now because the RNG on the Mavericks is just so unpredictable. That's one of the things that why Tokuro Fujiwara's games actually held so much appeal back then, because he actually made the games that he worked on at Capcom be like that they had this instantaneous notion of trial and error in the gameplay all the time, to where even though they are very hard to beat at times, they actually will entice you to go back and try to beat those games fully. Anyway, enough of that, and let's go to the next stage. And yes, that's Copper saying hi right there. Okay, so we got ourselves the Speed Burner, and that's the weapon we want to use in order to get the Heart Tank and Wheel Gator stage. Now we have all Zero's parts back. I can try to reactivate Zero to help, but I need more time before you can reinstall his control chip. Try to slow them down. Good luck! So yes, we got all the parts, brought them back to Dr. Kane, and he's gonna try to reinstate Zero back into the fray. Alright, so before anything, let's go back over to Wheel Gator stage, and we will actually get the Heart Tank that we need. Out. And fight a bunch of these Triceratops bots. But Wheel Gator's not a dinosaur. He's a reptile, Reploid. So, if you were to come over here and use this to actually get you over here, then that's how you can actually get Dr. Light's arm upgrade. If you had the, if you had the leg upgrade from Overdrive Ostrich's stage from before. Ouch. Okay. and that Triceratops goes fast that he forgot that he was still on the stage. He just completely despawns himself. Okay, so we're back underneath the dino tank, and we're going to make our way back to where we... Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh, my God! I can't believe I jumped out of that. Why did that happen? Man, I can't believe that happened. But anyway, we're here at this part. And I think in order for us to actually get over there, we need to actually use... Yep, that's how you do it. Alright, so we got the heart tank there. Now it's time for us to go to the next stage. I really don't know where the last I don't know where the last sub-tank's held. I think it's actually in... Oh, it is actually in Magna Centipede stage. But we'll worry about Magna Centipede at a later time. Well, after Morph Moth stage, that is. But yes, Morph Moth is our next boss who we're going up against. So now we should be able to go through the rest of the game without any problems. But we will be coming back to some of these stages in case if we do need to actually get the Maverick weapons that we need to get our... Well, not... I mean, like any missing heart tanks and that kind of stuff. And the gravity is very low in this certain sector. And if memory serves me, yes, we can actually go down here. And you'll be very surprised what's actually down here. If we can actually get our... There we go. If we come down here, we get ourselves the body upgrade. Mega Man X, enter the capsule. This enhancement will modify your body armor. With it, you can absorb damage and transfer it into explosive weapon energy. So yeah, if you get the explosive weapon energy, or the body upgrade, then the explosive weapon energy will create the Giga Crush. Now, I never found any particular use for the Giga Crush in this game. But it is very good for, destroying a lot of enemies on screen. But like I said, it's really not that particularly useful in this game. Because I'm fine and very content with actually defeating the enemies as is. One of the robots that actually repairs itself after it deals damage. Now, I think there was something up here, that we can get if we... Yeah, an extra life, so we're definitely going to need that after all the lives we lost. Should be coming up to our first sub-boss. And I think, the flame weapon is actually very strong when we go up against this guy. I know it's very strong for, Morph Moth. Ah. Okay, so you destroy that part, and you can actually destroy that moth without any problem. So basically, it's more of a matter of destroying the armor first, and then you can actually take care of the root of the main problem. And of course, we find a bunch of these guys in this stage, if anything. And where that Shield Joe is, or that Guard Joe is, if you destroy him and you go through that pathway, then that's where you'll find the X Hunter stage boss located. Okay, we got another sub-tank down. Or we got one of them down, at least. Now, it's just a matter of finding out where we need to go next. And, oh my god, don't go in the spikes. Okay, and there's nothing in that path. So, that path was just a complete waste, but we will go down this way. I'm getting that flame weapon energy back since I pretty much depleted it in its entirety. And is that enemy stuck where he is? There he goes. I guess he was. Ugh. The dogs are just wanting to say hi. They're jolly old fellows, aren't they? Okay, so we're back to fighting this guy again. So it's pretty much a round 2. Okay, get that flame weapon. Yes. Using that flame weapon was a good choice. Again. It's like, it's really hard to do commentary on games like this because you're really into the action and there's a lot of, like, commotion in the background that happens, you know, especially when it comes to my dogs and all that. So it's like, as I'm at that point again where I will say I do apologize for the dogs barking, but, you know, they are usually like this when it's really late at night, so just bear with me. Okay, so we're going up against this Morph Moth, and Morph Moth, it is weak against fire, so use it to your benefit when you fight against him. And he's even weak against fire in his final form. But every time when he tries to fight back, he's always going to be in that form where he'll try to absorb a lot of junk robot parts, and then he will turn into his true form. This moth that is giving me so much trouble from shooting my fire weapon. Or flame spinner. But anyway, that moth was down for the count, and it's down for the kill. So we got puzzoned. I know, you know, when I was playing, I mean, I think I talked about with somebody, some games that I really, some games of August that I can't really think of off the top of my head. Oh, we got the Silk Shot, by the way. But some games that I couldn't think of off the top of my head when I was saying, you know, what big games are coming out in the month of August. And I totally forgot that Okami HD is finally coming out on the Nintendo Switch that month, as well as Yakuza Kiwami 2 for the PlayStation 4. I know my friend Fighter Chaos is definitely very excited for that, because he really enjoys the Yakuza games, since he is really big in the Shenmue games. And I think that Shenmue HD 1 and 2 is also coming out within that same month as well. Okay, now, this level has a very interesting gimmick to get the heart piece. And in order to get the heart piece, you have to avoid the searchlight. But getting past the searchlights, it's not always that simple, because the searchlights, they can hit you when you least expect them to. Oh, God. And you want to try to get up there, so that way you can bypass all this crap. Oh, good. Because if you can jump up here, guess what? You get the heart tank. So, yes! So we're just missing 2 now. Okay, now in order to get the sub-tank, getting the sub-tank is actually a little bit trickier. Because getting the sub-tank is definitely no easy feat. And I will show you how to get the sub-tank in that stage. Or in this stage, rather. But it will involve us having to use a certain Mavericks weapon to actually get through. Not that one. And it's not there, it's just a little further ways. Oh, actually, it is right there. Because we do need to use, the Flame Spinner ability, because if we do that, and if we time it right, we can actually get up here, and we can get ourselves the last sub-tank in the game. So we got all 4 sub-tanks now. Now we just need to fill them up, and, yeah. We'll actually be able to, you know, get one step closer to having to get the Shoryuken ability. Now, meanwhile, we will have to be dealing with fighting off against a Mode 7 sword. Or a polygonal sword. And we defeated the polygonal sword. Another game that uses the, or another moment where the polygonal models are not used at their full capacity. So, pretty much, they have gimped on that opportunity. Oh, damn it. I got caught, but if you get caught, then it's gonna make you either stay down here or go up. But it doesn't really matter where you go as long as you got what you have, because I think down here it would actually bring you to the X-Hunter boss, but that's not really going to be that much of an issue. So we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to go through this direction. And we're going to fight off against this Chumley. And it's pretty much using our statistics to fight off against us. I forgot what this robot's weakness is, but I don't think there's much of a weakness for this guy, except, well, he is using our capabilities when we're fighting off against him. And every time when you take damage from laser projectiles, that will actually, you know, fill up the Giga Crush, too. So, let's see if we can actually use it at its full capacity. Can we defeat him in one blow? No, we cannot. But it was wishful thinking on our part. Come on, die. Okay, good. Alright, enough of him. Let's move forward. So yeah, if you don't trip up the security, then you should be able to get access to where the X-Hunter boss is, but it's not always easy. But anyway, we're done with that. Now, let's go ahead and get that Morph Moth ability, which is the Silk Shot, because that is exactly what Magnacenipede is very weak to. And yes, the Ninja Robot Master, or the Ninja Maverick, is getting very hurt by the Silk Shots. Come on, get down here. Quit hitting Shuriken at us. So yeah, if you use the Silk Shot on him, then his then the tails on him will actually dissipate. Can you come down, please? Oh, jeez. Now I have to use this again. And you're making me waste Silk Shots, like, as if they're nothing. Get down here. Hard to imagine that you're really that resistant against Silk Shots. If anything, I probably should be using the regular Buster Cannon. Ouch. I guess this is another boss who's, you can actually beat with just the, X-Buster Cannon. Damn it! Stupid RNG? Oh, got him! Even though I had to take damage there, but... Oh, finally. Heavens to Betsy. If anything. Okay, so... that Maverick down. We have one more. So yes, the last one is actually located in Krystal Snail stage, and that's where we're gonna find the head upgrade. And also, getting the heart piece, or the energy upgrade, is actually, in that stage, is actually not that simple, because we have to use a ride armor to get it. Now, this is probably gonna be the the part where I'm gonna get a game over quite a whole lot. Because I will be trying to actually get the energy tank, you know, the energy expansion for X. But it requires precision timing when to actually jump out of the ride armor, and when to actually, you know, knowing when to jump off, and when to actually jump off and, you know, try to land on the wall that will actually get you to where you need to be. See? It's really not that simple. But I'm gonna keep trying, though. I will get it. Because we will need all the heart tanks and the sub-tanks, and have them filled up for when we go up, when we try to go and find, the Shoryuken. And the third... Oh, damn it! Yeah, I would do that, but I'm not gonna save. I'm just gonna continue. Like I said, that stage was probably the first one where I would get a true game over. So I'm probably gonna need some concentration on my end, so that way I'll know what is so that way I can try to actually get to, get that heart tank, because that's definitely not the easiest heart tank to get in this game. It probably might be easy to some people, but... Ah, damn it! It's like, I'm always so close to that one spot where you think you could just jump off the wall, but all of a sudden you just die. I will get there, trust me. Oh, got it. Oh my gosh. I was splitting hairs there again. But anyway, we got it. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. Now we just need to worry about getting the head upgrade in this stage. Anyway, get that out of the way. And let's continue going forward, and we'll use the ride armor again. And I think this is the route where we get the, no, it's not. I honestly thought this was the way that we needed to go in order to get the, Oh! Crap. I thought that was what we honestly needed to use, and or that was the spot where I could finally find, the head upgrade. Look at that, I'm at my last life again, because of this one measly stage. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of the ride armor and, have that be destroyed, so that way I can ride this again. Now, when you're in the stage, and if you're trying to get to the, if you're trying to get to the X-Hunter boss, then this is what you're gonna need to do in order to get past this obstacle. You're gonna need to, not only stand here, but also do this. because that will actually bring you to where the door to the X-Hunter boss is located. And there's really no way how you can get up there unless if you jump off at the right time, and if you go up this way, then it will take you to this ladder, and that's where you'll find the X-Hunter boss at. So, we're going to leave that alone, and we're just going to continue from where we went. Okay, so... But still, we haven't gotten to where the head upgrade is, and I could have probably gone for that extra life if I kept the right armor on me. Not really sure what this robot's weakness is, but I'm just going to be using the traditional arm cannon. Actually, now I think about it, yeah, that's his weakness. The magna mines, or whatever they're called. Okay, we got him. Okay, so... Anyways, now I think if we go down here, yes, that's where we're gonna be able to find the last piece of armor. Mega Man X, enter the capsule. Enter the capsule. This enhancement will modify your radar optics. It uses some energy, but with it, you will be able to see objects that you could not see before. Good luck, Mega Man. Even Dr. Light just calls him Mega Man. So, not always X or anything, but he will call him Mega Man from time to time. But anyway, we get ourselves a new achievement. It's called the Second Armor. So yeah, that's what they, that's the name that they give to, all the, well, pretty much every single armor, you know, all the, armor upgrades for X, they, go by the name first, second, third, fourth, even though in the original Mega Man X4, they call it the Force Armor, if anything. And if... What's the deal? I mean, what's the point of this room? Unless fiber op... Yeah, okay. So, here's a cool thing with the the Silk Shot. If you charge it, you can actually find, hidden goodies with that. And we actually got ourselves a new, a new achievement. It's called Your Friendly Neighborhood Mega Man. Now that was awesome. I really do like the achievements in this game. I mean, just seeing those little perks that take effect in a game like this, they just only add more to the richness of this whole game's, design, or the design of this whole compilation set. Ooh. Oh, I'm taking that, if anything. And right here, we can finally meet Krystal Snail, if I could quit getting hit by that. There we go. Okay, so, as I said, Krystal Snail's next, and the, Magna Bomb, or the Magna Mine, is what we're going to be using. Because Krystal Snail is weak against this weapon. And you probably noticed that I really haven't been using the charge ability for Mega Man when it comes to most of the Maverick bosses. I mean, even though the Magna Mine is, really good... Okay, now that's pretty much his weakness, is that he pretty much will make, like, the flow of time just slow down quite exponentially, but that's just only for, like, a small period of time, if anything. And I don't know how long it lasts, too, so we're stuck in slow-mo for quite some time. You got your armor back. Okay, so... Yes! Oh, man. He got hit by the wall. He got killed by the wall! Oh, man. That's like a blooper for that guy. He just got hit by the wall. He got destroyed while his own shell for the Krystal Snail just stayed detached to him. That's like that really should be an achievement right there. It's like, you beat the boss, but you made sure that that he wasn't still inside of his shell or whatnot. But anyway, we got the Crystal Hunter. And we get one more message from Dr. Kane, and he says... Mega Man X, I've located the X-Hunter's base. It's at grid location 00. That's right at the North Pole. Roger, Dr. Kane. I'm on my way. It will take some more time to reactivate Zero. Slow them down, Mega Man X. So, yes. He still needs a little time to reactivate Zero, but the stage is set for us to make our way to the North Pole. But, before we do that, we still have one more heart tank that we need to get. And you probably know which one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the robot junkyard. Now, there's a very easy solution with how you can actually get to get the... I thought that would be easy. But, we're gonna need to freeze you. Because if we freeze you, we can actually come up here, get an extra life in the process, and that's where we get the final heart tank at. Now, we're gonna make another stop. But this time, we're gonna be going into Overdrive Ostrich's stage, because we need to refill our weapon energy. I mean, not our weapon energy, but our life energy tanks. The sub-tanks, basically. Okay, so we want to go back to Desert Base, and we'll probably be going through this stage again about 4 times. But we won't have to try to get the heart piece again, since we already have it on us. But by all means, continue getting some life energy if you can to restore your sub-tanks. So that way, we can minimize having to come here so many times, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Just based on how well I'm playing. Okay. So, we'll just use the wheel, wherever it is. Oh, there you are. Seriously, why is it navigating through the weapon so difficult? Anyways. Go ahead and use this. This is where we can get a crap ton of health energy. But it only works once, so you will have to come back and do this again. Okay, so we're going to go back to Desert Base again and see if we can try to get one more giant life energy tank to fill up another one of our sub-tanks. If we can. Come on, be a pal. You weren't being a pal. At least you were being a pal there. Even if it was just a couple of small ones, then I'm content with that. So we just only have to come back to this one more time after this. Okay. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, one more time. So we're going back here one more time, and then we'll go to the North Pole. But too bad when we're going to the North Pole, we won't be able to meet Santa Claus because he doesn't actually exist in this domain, unless if you count Mega Man Wish Upon a Star or Mega Man Upon a Star, the 3-episode OVA, where he taught the viewers everything about Japan's culture and all that when it comes to kids. Which I actually watched that 3-episode OVA. I actually thought it was not that bad. I mean, just an awesome way. I mean, I thought it was a really cool way with how a video game character can actually teach you, like, you know, Japan's traditions and that kind of stuff. You know, what kids love to get into and the holidays they like to take a part of. Too bad they couldn't even do that for Mega Man X. And instead, they made him star in one of the most awesome OVAs, which is actually part of this collection, too. Which originally appeared in Mega Man Maverick Hunter X. Okay, so we finally got our sub-tanks completely filled, and now the stage is finally set. So it's time for us to head to the North Pole and finally beat this game in its entirety. And this is taking a little longer than I expected, too, so holy crap. But yes, X-Hunter stage. Who's the first boss? Well, that's going to be good old Violin. We get some awesome music playing in the background here, too, while we're listening to the, or going through this stage. Oh, cool. Extra life. I'll take that wholeheartedly. Something tells me I should not have done that. Hopefully I can get that extra life again. I think I can. So we just need to go down the steps here. Yep. So we can get it again. So it pretty much just respawns infinitely. Ah, you're stuck. So we pretty much have to ride this to get through this contraption. Because that will get us over here. Wait a minute, what's going on? You didn't need to refill my sub-tanker. Oh, wait a minute, I can't even get out of this stage. What the hell am I doing? Okay, so hurry up and get over here and see if you can actually defeat this. There's really no reward if you defeat those things for beating them so fast. It's just, it pretty much is a good way to actually stop the stop the robot from actually trying to, you know, close the gap or whatever. Oh, God, get over there! Oh! Damn it! I had to start at the beginning of the stage again. God, this controller at times, it's like, I really wish I could play on a bigger controller. Okay, so try it again. Take two. Oh, come on. Don't waste any time. Don't dick around. We got a game to beat. Okay, so, if anything, try this again. And we'll do this with style, even if we do have to take damage from that guy. Which we didn't, but we managed to pull through like a champ. Ouch. Another one? But this one is much smaller, too. Oh, man, that if I was still down there, I probably would have said bye-bye. Like, waved bye-bye to you long ago. Okay, now, I think that I remember this stage is one of the only ones in a final stage that actually has branching paths. And they have different obstacles for you to overcome, but they all eventually lead to the final area of the game. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you can't even get through, so we're gonna have to take the downward path. Yeah, we'll have to... But then again, we're going to have to come back up. It's like, this is like the whole matter where this is double RPG, the concentration game, if anything. Get up there, get up there. Oh, thank God. It's like the controller I'm using when playing this game is really not the best, but anyway. It's time for us to kick a Maverick boss's butt once again. And finally put him in the scrapyard for good and crush him like a tin can for good. But his boss fight is a little bit trickier. Why? Well, because he can summon platforms to do his bidding. And the thing with the platforms is that his wrecking ball can actually go all over the place and cause a lot of collateral damage, if anything. So yeah, the Bubble Splash ability is pretty much your only good ability that you can use against this guy, and you're gonna probably have to sacrifice a sub-tank in the process, too. Yeah, if anything, I think this is one of the bosses where you're gonna have to sacrifice a sub-tank if you're going to, you know, lay the smackdown on him. What? How could he have overloaded my circuits? Oh! Because he's Mega Man, that's why. Don't you dare underestimate the original, because he has so much potential. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go back to Overdrive Ostrich's stage again to refill on my, health energy. Because I had to end up using one of my sub-tanks. And I really hope that's not the case when I have to go up against Sergei's, who's our next boss in the second X-Hunter stage. Okay. So, next stage. And something tells me we're probably going to be going underwater for a little bit. Yes, we are. And I think these fishes are actually a good grinding spot in case if you need to refill on some health energy. But the thing is, you gotta spawn the fish and get them to come over to where you're at. Of course, we have these guys here too, who are actually not bad for us to grind some extra health if we need, be it like that. But we're probably not gonna get all of it, so we'll just trudge along. Actually, here's the Giga Crush on all of them. To do it that way, to defeat all of them at once like that, but, yeah, so that's basically, like, gonna be the thing that's gonna get you out of a pinch like that. But if anything else, another thing that will get you out of a pinch will be, you know, what we experienced yesterday using the charge ability from Sting Chameleon when we were in, the first, Sigma Fortress stage. Okay, now this part, oh god, this part really sucks. Oh god. Because, well, you're trying to go through this part, yet there's spikes. And you're gonna have to go through one side to actually avoid the spikes. And avoid the fireballs that are actually giving you some trouble. And you're gonna have to use Krystal Snail's ability to actually get you past some of the harder parts. Like, rightfully so, right there. So we're gonna have to use it again. So do that, and that will actually create a good bridge for you right there. Yeah, so take advantage of that if you can. And I don't think there's anything over there, which I'm not gonna risk it. And I think that will lead us to where Sergei is at. Through that door. Okay, got that. Now it's time to take care of good old Sergeus. Now, Sergeus is a bit more challenging, and you shall see why. Because when we go through this part of the stage, his layout is actually probably the most complicated. Because you have to ride on these, and every time when you defeat one of those cannons, it will actually get him to come closer to us. And it will actually cause... Oh, God, damn it. So it's like one of those things where you're gonna have to stand back all the way, or at least stand on that one platform that will actually, you know, make it to where he doesn't actually come toward you or whatnot. But yeah, I can't believe that happened to me. Okay, we'll try it again. Even if we have to scoot back one, we will try it again. Okay, so we got that one. Got that one. Now it's time to get the last one. Okay, so we destroyed the wall that separates us, between us and him. Now it's a matter of trying to actually get a good shot on him. This is why I hate this boss so much, because of him doing that attack pattern, and really, the way how he attacks can really, you know, really mess you up with the shots that you're trying to get in on him. So you're gonna have to waste another sub-tank, if anything. Yeah, and it looks like that Sonic Slicer is the only thing that he's weak at. He probably might be weaker at something else, but I haven't been able to figure out if he is or not. And honestly, I could probably care less. I just want this guy to go down. And he's about to go down. About to see about this old man. There we go. Finally. Jesus. This is impossible! The prophecy must be fulfilled! Well, sorry there, old man, but you're going back into the scrapyard. Okay, so we got him down now, and now it's time for the third X-Hunter stage. But before we go there, I want to refill my sub-tanks, because in the third X-Hunter stage, that's where we're going to find the special attack, the Shoryuken. But in order to get it, we need to see Dr. Light at full, not only at full health, but also with full sub-tanks. Okay. Alright, so... And you probably might be wondering yourself, you know, what's the point having to go back into this stage? Well, I just want to be on the safe side, so that way I don't actually have to, you know, not having to worry about trying to get to where Dr. Light is to give me that special hidden ability. And for him saying, I'm not worthy, you know, trying to act like he's saying something from Wayne's World, if anything. Okay, now let's go ahead and try it one more time. No, we're not going to save. Desert Base one more time, and then we'll go into X-Hunter Stage 3. Okay. I wonder what the special goodie is for beating Mega Man X2, but we'll probably figure that out by tomorrow night. Not really saying anything coherent this time around. I mean, I don't know what there is to say about Mega Man X2 that really hasn't been said. I mean, from what I played, it's definitely not my favorite in the SNES trilogy, if anything. I would say that Mega Man X1 and X3 are probably the only two games that I enjoy the most in the series. But I'm not saying that this is a bad game, far from it. It's still pretty good, but I just say I prefer the first and third game over this one any day. Okay, enough of that. Now it's time for us to actually go get that hidden ability. And hopefully I don't waste a whole lot of lives going through that stage, because I have this suspicion that I'm probably going to be wasting quite a number of lives, but I know you can actually get quite a plentiful amount of lives restored, too, if you actually know what you're doing. Get off me. Get away. Now, we probably could have gotten that extra life, but thing is, we have to use Magna Centipede. I mean, not Mag. God damn it. We have to use Morph Moth's ability if we want to actually get a hold of it. But truth be told, it is kind of a crapshoot to actually get that. Not that simple. Okay, I'm not going to even bother trying to get those, because that's like a death trap, just trying to actually get those health pieces. I mean, those life energy restoration things. But anyway. Ugh. Now, when you're going through this spot, I don't think you have to ride that all the way up. Actually, I may have been mistaken. No, I may not have been mistaken, because I think we can actually use, I think we can actually use this. And we can use that as a platform to get up here. Yeah, here we go. So, that way we don't have to waste any time. Oh, jeez, and here I was, just trying to get up there, and now I was down to square one, if anything. Anyway. Come back this way. And we're going to have to lure one of those guys over here, so that way we can actually use Krystal Snail's weapon, and then we can get up here. There we go. So yeah, if you lose an extra life, then that extra life right there will always respawn every time when you come back. Now, here's where things get really, really difficult. Oh, come on! Are you serious? I landed on that platform. That's some grade A BS right there. Anyway, we're gonna try again. Don't worry, we'll get it, guys. Like I said, that will respawn, so think of it as a blessing that you're able to actually get that again. And honestly, I probably should have used Krystal Snail's weapon, if anything. Okay, now here's where things is probably going to get a little tricky-dicky. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, and then... Oh! You have to let go at the proper time in order to reach that, in order to use Flamestag's charge ability in order to get to where that extra life is. So, as long as that extra life's there, when you start this back up, then you won't have to worry about trying to finish the stage wholly. Okay. Okay. Try it again. Oh! Are you serious, game? Oh, my gosh. I'm not gonna stay here all night and do this. Try it again. So annoying. I don't appreciate that game with how you're trying to... Oh my god! That was a red herring if I ever saw one. Okay. Now, try this again. Got it! Oh, man. Splitting hairs again, but that didn't really take that long that time, as I really thought it would. But anyway, drag yourself down this way, because if you do, it'll bring you to this section, and that's where the Dr. Light Capsule is. And here's his special message. Wow! You are so cool! I'm not worthy! I'm not worthy! Don't you mean from what Wayne said in Wayne's World? Step inside for a special surprise! And by special surprise, this is what I'm talking about. Attack me if you dare. Oh, I will. You actually get the Fire Shoryuken, so you actually get Kin's special ability. Yep, just like that. Yep, and it even has that button formation where you have to, you know, press it in order for the Shoryuken to actually get activated. Okay, so now all that's left is to get through the rest of this stage without dying. And I'm gonna try to be extremely cautious and extremely careful if I can. Okay. Okay, yes, here we go. Alright, and this is gonna lead us to where Agile is in his final form. And he's actually pretty easy, too, just like in his traditional boss fight. But in order for us to actually bring the pain to him, we just need to ride in his ride on his little spike conveyor belts or whatever they're called. Okay. We almost got him. As I said, this guy's a cakewalk. If you just, you know, play being cheap with him, just like how he tries to be cheap with you, with his speed and whatnot. Anyways. No! This cannot be! Master, avenge me! Gosh, so many typos in this game. It's not funny. Anymore. But anyways. Now we're done with that. It's time for us to go take on the 8 Maverick bosses again. And I think we'll be able to use the Shoryuken on some of them, like Wheel Gator, for instance. If we can. I don't want to jinx myself. But who knows. Anyway, X Hunter Stage 4. It's time for us to finish this game for good. And rightfully so. Yeah, we can't even go that way since it's pretty much damaged, so we're going to have to take this path. Alright, so we have to defeat all the 8 Maverick Hunter generals once more. And we'll just start from the top and we'll just go a U formation. So who do we fight off first? So it's going to be... So it's going to be you, huh? Well, you're pretty easy. Rightfully so, and I used the Shoryuken on him like he was nothing. Oh man, so much redemption in that I finally get to use the Shoryuken or the Dragon Punch on a Maverick boss. Like I couldn't even do that yesterday for any of the Maverick bosses I fought again. Oh my goodness. That was really pissing me off with the RNG. That was really getting the best of me. Anyways. Oh, you didn't do that. Anyway, I didn't think I was going to be able to get that, so use that. you know, use the Sonic Slicer if anything. Because Sonic Slicer is what this guy is weak against. And honestly, using the Sonic Slicer has its really good benefits when he's doing that twirly formation with his wires. But this boss definitely has a funny animation for when he, you know, when he ends up getting, when he ends up biting the dust and whatnot. You shall see what I'm talking about. Half the sponge he used to be, so yeah, he actually gets sawed in half, as you just plainly see right there. And I think if you use Stink Chameleon's, you know, the steel boomerang or whatever on Flame Mammoth and Flame Mammoth stage, or you know, in his boss fight, then you can actually see the trunk of his nose fall, but that doesn't automatically kill him. It will just stop him from trying to use his trunk to where he commands his abilities and whatnot. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get Mr. Bubbly here back to the scrapyard. And we'll use the wheel to actually do us a bit of justice. How did we miss, and how am I not doing a, oh, jeez. Gosh, you are a pest. He just walked into it. What a dumbass. Anyways. And that's it for him. Now it's time to go take care of another one. So that's 3 out of 8. But before anything, let's refill my health a little bit. I'm probably not going to be able to use the Shoryuken on another Maverick boss, but that's okay. Unless, you know, unless if I get lucky and the boss doesn't even, the bosses don't even hit me, but I'm not going to, you know, risk my chances or anything like that. Well, maybe for, you know, Flame Mammoth's case, I might be able to, but like I said, I'm not going to risk it. And the only way you can use the Dragon Punch on any of these bosses is to make sure that your health is in full, kind of like the Hadoken that we can use in Mega Man X, the original. One more. There we go. Now we just doused that boss into oblivion with bubbles. Yeah, they had to put a little bit of the bubbly. Okay, so that's half down. And refill our health again, but still won't fill us up all the way, but we are getting close. Who do we fight next? Oh, this guy again. If anything... Oh, God. I was threading that needle going up against him. Oh, you did not just do that. What? How could I miss? Okay, so finally. don't no longer have to use your centipede tails or whatnot. Alright, sleep tight. Why are you attacking me? Ah, damn it, I missed. Oh, God. So close. Ah, damn it. How did I... Like those shurikens of his... It's like the shuriken of his are very unpredictable when they're going to attack. Got you, finally. Alright, so that takes care of that. But I don't think I'm going to be able to beat any more of the Maverick bosses with the Shoryuken, but at least you got to see one get pummeled, if anything. Seriously, I wanted to use it on all of them, but that's not going to be the case. Okay, so let's take care of the sixth one. And we go up against Krystal Snail. We can actually go into this section and, you know, just kind of stop the fight from commencing until we get our Maverick weapon equipped. Just a little trick in case if you guys need to change between... Yeah, in case if you need to switch your weapons out and that stuff. So yeah, he's going to use this. But by all means, use that ability to when he flies out of his shell, so that way you can, you know, attack him when he comes out, and then you jump over his shell when he get hit with electricity. Ouch. Got him. Oh, hey, I did it again, where he doesn't even go into his shell. So... I rule. And I think Krystal Snail's weapon is what's weak for Overdrive Ostrich. If I remember correctly. Because that will actually make Overdrive Ostrich freeze, and I think that's who we go up against next. That or Wheel Gator. One of the two. Is it Wheel Gator or is it... Nope, it is Overdrive Ostrich. Okay, so... Krystal Snail's weapon, the Crystal Hunter. That will actually make Overdrive Ostrich freeze. Oh, just like that. Just, whatever you do, don't try to go forward too much. Dude. Ugh. So unpredictable at times with the attack of his. Even if I can't use the Shoryuken on Wheel Gator, then that's okay, because I just used it on one boss, so I'll be more than content with that. Okay, got him. Alright, so now it's time for us to take care of the last one, and that last one is none other than Wheel Gator. But we will have to use Overdrive Ostrich's ability. Wire Sponge's ability. And that ability is, of course, the wire cable. Or the wire chain, I mean. Okay. Alright, so... let's go in and beat him and go into the next stage. You might want me to have this back, please. Oh. Ah, damn it. Miscalculated when to use it. Yeah, not what I wanted to do, but that is how you actually do massive damage onto him, is that if you charge it up, then you will do a massive influx of damage, but the thing is that you get dragged to him, and he will damage you. So, damn it, he went down again? There's no way to get this boss to come out of hiding. You have to wait for him to jump out. Thank you. I guess so. Or otherwise, I pretty much would have wanted you to use the Shoryuken on him. Dragon Punches. Sorry, button to oblivion. We're almost done, guys. Just a little bit longer. Okay. Just a few more hits. And then we got this fight in the bag. I got a stupid fly flying at my TV screen, just not wanting to leave it alone, if anything. Okay. One more shot, please. And then we get this alligator into the scrapyard. Yes! Alright, finally got it. So, we're finally done with this stage, and now we can go on to the 5th and final one. It has been a while, Mega Man X. What? Sigma! It seems that the X-Hunters have failed, but don't worry. I have arranged for some new toys for you to play with. So yes, Sigma was alive all this time. He was just pulling the strings of the X-Hunters from behind the scenes, just so he could fight you again. So yes, we're going back to the X-Hunters stage, and it's X-Hunter Stage 5. But the funny thing is, it's a repeat of Magnus Centipede stage, if anything. But you have the awesome the intro stage music playing in the background. So it pretty much has the same mechanics that you're going through in this stage. But the thing is that you don't get, you won't be able to get your hands on any of the power-ups you missed out on, you know, like the heart tank or the sub-tank or anything like that. So if you think you could get that when you're in this stage, then you're sorely mistaken. Okay. We're being very careful like we were when going through Magnus Centipede stage, with avoiding all the debris that's coming along the way. Yep, and this is where we're going to meet both Sigma and Zero. Or so we believe it's Zero. I mean, look at him. He's clad in black armor. Look who I found wandering around, Mega Man. My friend here has a small problem with you. It seems that you let him die, and he's not too happy about that. Now I think it is time that he repays the favor. Oh, there's the real Zero right there. Sigma, you should have studied the blueprints closer. There's only one Zero. Wait, Zero! I know your secret. You were destined to follow me. Maybe so, but I still don't like you. Fine. If you will not follow me, then I'll watch you die. Once again. Zero! Sorry to keep you waiting, Mega Man X. The greetings will have to wait. We've got to defeat all the Mavericks, including Sigma. I'll take out the main computer, and you follow Sigma. Let's go. So yes, Zero, back in his traditional and default iconic look of him having shoulder pads and his own Z-Saber to boot. Here it is, X. Sigma lies just ahead. So yes, it's time for us to take down Sigma, but we're going to be taking him down by going down below. And if anything, I think he's weak against this weapon, the Magnamine, if memory serves me correctly. But then again, he might be weak towards the Shoryuken, but I don't think we're going to be able to get it when fighting him. You are merely a bothersome insect, Mega Man X. It is about time that I crush you beneath my heel. Now he's Wolverine all of a sudden. Okay, so he's not weak to that. Is he weak to Silk Shot by chance? No, he's not. What about Bubble? No, he's not weak to Bubble either. How about the Wheel? No, he's not. How about Sonic Slicer? No, he is not. How about the Strike Chain? It's like I forgot what Sigma is weak against. How about the Strike... He's not weak against that either. Not weak against Silk Shot. Is he weak against Crystal Hunter? No, he's weak against my X-Buster, if anything. Yep, so we'll just have to fight him mano-a-mano with my X-Buster. If anything, I wanted to use the Shoryuken, but I wasn't fast enough. Ouch! But I will get him in the last go if I have to. Alright, got him first form. Now it's time to take care of his second one. Okay, so... And his second form is his true form of what he's supposed to be. A computer virus. Yep. Yeah, so... anything, he's probably gonna try and defeat me with everything he's got. So this is a good way to farm for some health energy if you got the time. But I'm not gonna bother with that. I am gonna bother doing this. Alright, because that will get him for all he's worth. So I used the Shoryuken twice to defeat him. So yes, the Sigma virus has been eradicated once more. God. Seriously, enough's enough. That's why I didn't really like Mega Man X2 that much when compared to the other games in the trilogy, is because of stupid RNG crap like this. Anyway, Mega Man X, I have lost to you again. Each defeat only makes me stronger and serves to bring you closer to your ultimate doom. But something is not right. I don't quite understand. Why did Zero... He is last of the Doctor's creations. Ugh. So yeah, saying he's the last of the Doctor's creations, in the original Japanese version, he says he's the last of the Doctor's numbers. So basically, what Sigma said, yeah, Zero is actually the last and ultimate creation of the original Mega Man's nemesis, Dr. Wily. And that really does bridge the gap with the creation of both X and Zero, how they were both created by the best doctors in robotics. The one for the side of good, Dr. Light, and the one for the side of evil, Dr. Wily. But too bad they didn't make a robot in the same vein as X and Zero from Dr. Cossack's point of view. Because I think that honestly would have added more to a dynamic if they actually did that kind of thing for this game. But anyway, I digress. We're out in the North Pole anyways. Joined by his friend Zero, Mega Man X gazes out over the sea. Out over the sea where the North Pole was, but we're far away from the North Pole now. Sigma has once again been destroyed, but X wonders if the fighting will truly end. Oh god, that same post-traumatic stress disorder that he has, or PTSD. Was Dr. Light's dream of a world in which Reploids and humans live together in peace merely a dream? Well, gee, I don't know. I hope not. I hope it's a reality. The price of peace is often high, X thinks to himself. Or the price of freedom is often high, X thinks to himself. Who or what must be sacrificed for it to become reality? Still an ultimate question that is kind of hard to answer in the future. And when the time comes, will he be able to do it? Those are some good questions to ponder on. The future holds the answers. Or what? Leaves off in a cliffhanger and not really saying anything. But anyways, Sigma's war on humanity, a second time, has been complete. And now we get ourselves a rundown of the cast for Mega Man X2. And by cast, I mean mostly just the robots who we go up against, and we don't get a cast of the designers of the game or anything like that. And they spelled Mechanaloid wrong, it's Mechanoroid. Yeah, the hanged Reploid. Oh, you know, that we saw in the junkyard stage. Who had those little energy balls or laser balls hanging over its head where those Reploids were hanging. Top Register. Who? That's a name of a tempting enemy. Jelly Seeker. Tubamail S. Tubamail Generator. Tyrannos. Switch Type Elevator. Disc Boy 08. Or I call him, Disc Joes. Magna Quartz. Sailor Moon R. Is that supposed to be Sailor Moon R? If anything? And then we get a rundown of the main enemies or the main Maverick bosses we went up against. Shows you how powerful they are and how much speed that they have on them. But the interesting thing is that when it comes to X and Zero, no one really knows for certain what their true power or their true speed is at. Because they are the ultimate creations of doctors from an ancient past who know how to make robots. But we do get a rundown of the other Reploids and the other Mavericks who we go up against. And I think even Sigma, too. Yeah, Neo Sigma. But for Zero, and you as Mega Man X, it's still uncertain what the power and speed for both those robots are. But those are questions we will have to find out, or eventually find out at some point, but they may be left as a mystery to us whatsoever. Alright. So yes, the price of peace is often high, and it definitely was for us when we were going through this game. So yes, with all that said and done, I think we can now finally bring this episode to a close. So let's go ahead and get out of this game and exit out and see if we actually get our hands on something unique and actually really good. But I highly doubt it. So we actually do not get anything after completing this game. Interesting. Okay. So we don't actually get anything, which is a damn shame if you ask me. But we'll worry about that for when we go to Mega Man X3 and see if there's anything spectacular that we get for beating that game in its entirety. But we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this live stream as much as I did, and I had a lot of fun as much as you guys did. And also, if you like what you see, then be sure to hit that follow button right above the video player, so that way you're notified via email of whenever I go live. And also be sure to click on my logo, the enlarged logo, which is below the video player, because that will take you to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/RRPGReviews. I do reviews, retrospectives, the side quest videos, as well as archiving my live streams from here onto YouTube. And also be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. My Facebook fan page is facebook.com/RRPGReviews, and my handle on Twitter is @RRPGReviews. So whichever social media site that I'm posting on, you can guarantee that I will be posting on both sites at the same time. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed me doing the live stream of Mega Man X2. And I will say that from what I played, it's definitely my least favorite out of the entirety of the Mega Man X Legacy Collection, at least Volume 1 so far. And we'll see how far along we will go through the entirety of Mega Man X3, but we'll see how well that goes for us when we get on with that tomorrow night. So anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed tonight's live stream, and I just want to say good night. You all have a good evening and a good day wherever you're at, or a good afternoon wherever you're at. And I will see you tomorrow night. And the live stream for Mega Man X3 is going to be taking place at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, since it is Friday. And then we'll get to Mega Man X4 X's story playthrough that Saturday, same time as tomorrow. But anyway, guys, I have to go to bed now because I have to go to work tomorrow morning. But I will be seeing you all tomorrow night. So until then, this is Double RPG signing off by saying Godspeed and game on, gamers. Peace out.